Vastu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtike. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 16, the Lord's attempt to go to Vrindavan. Text 148 onwards. Prabhu lagi dharma karma chade bhakta gan, bhakta dharma hani Prabhu nahaye sahana. All the devotees would abandon all kinds of duties for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's sake. Yet the Lord did not like the devotees giving up their promised duties. So this is why he sent Gadadhar Pandit back from Cuttack. That go back. You have taken a vow of Kshetra Sannyas and you have taken a vow of serving Gopinath ji. So please continue to do that. Premera Vevarta Iha Shune Yai Jana Chire Miliye Tare Chaitanya Charana. All these are the misgivings of loving affairs. Whoever listens to these incidents gets the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet very soon. Dui Raja Patra Jai Prabhu Sange Jaye Yajapura Asi Prabhu Tare Dil in Vidai. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his party arrived at Yajpur, the Lord asked the two government officers who had come with him to return. The place called Jajpur is very well known in Odisha. It's a subdivision of the Cuttack district and is situated on the southern side of Vatarani river. Formerly, great sages performed sacrifices on the northern bank of the Vatarani river. Consequently, the place is known as Yajapur. Okay, the place where sacrifices are performed. Some people say that this was one of the capital cities of King Yayati, and that from the name Yayati Nagar, the name Yajpur has come. As stated in Mahabharata, Ete Kalinga Konteya Yatra Vaitarani Nadi Yatra Yajat Dharmo Api Devana Sharanam Etevai Atra Vai Rishyonye Chapura Kritubhir Ijire. According to the Mahabharata, great sages formerly performed sacrifices in this place. There are still many temples of demigods and incarnations there, and there is also a deity of Shri Varahadev. This deity is especially important and is visited by many pilgrims. Those who worship the Supreme Lord's energy worship Varahi, Vaishnavi, and Indrani, as well as many other similar forms of Devi, the internal energy. There are many deities of Lord Shiva, and there are many places along the river known as Dashashmed Ghat. Sometimes Yajpur is also called Nabhi Gaya or Virja Kshetra. Prabhu Viday Dilaray Jai Tarasane Krishna Katha Ramananda Sane Ratridine. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to the officers, and Rai Ramanand continued on with the Lord. The Lord talked to Ramanand Rai about Shri Krishna day and night. Pratigrame Rajagyaye Rajabhritya Gana Navya Grihe Nana Dravya Kare Sevana. In each and every village, in compliance with the king's order, government officers constructed new houses and filled each of them with stalks of grain. Thus they served the Lord. Ei mata chali Prabhu Remuna Aila Tatha Haite Ramananda Rai Vidatila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally arrived at Remuna, where he bade farewell to Sri Ramananda Rai. It was stated in the first chapter of Madhya Lila that Ramanand Rai was bade farewell from Bhadrak. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur states that in those places, the place called Remina also included Bhadrak. So, just some detail. भूमि ते पड़ीला राय नाही कचेतन राय कोले करी प्रभु करे क्रंदन. When Ramanand Rai fell to the ground and lost consciousness, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took him upon his lap and began to cry. राय रविदाय भाव न जाए सहान कहिते न पारी तार वर्णन. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's feelings of separation from Ramanand Rai are very difficult to describe. Indeed, it is almost intolerable to do so, and therefore I cannot describe them further. तबे ओड्रा देश सीमा प्रभु चली आईला तथा राजा अधिकारी प्रभु रे मिलीला. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally arrived at the border of the state of Odisha, a government officer came there to meet him. दिन दुई चारी ते हो करी लसे वान आगे चली बारे से ही कहे विवरण. For 2 or 4 days, the government officer served the Lord. He also gave the Lord detailed information of what was ahead. मध्यप यौवन राजा रे आगे अधिकार तार भय पथ के मनारे चलिबार. He informed the Lord that the territory ahead was ruled by a Muslim governor who was a drunkard. Out of fear of this king, no one could walk the road freely. पिछलता पर्यंत सब तार अधिकार तार भय नादी केहा आइते नारे पार. The jurisdiction of the Muslim government extended up to Pichalada. Due to fear of the Muslims, no one would cross the river. During the old days, Pichalada was part of Tamaluk and Bengal. Pichalada is located about 14 miles south of Tamaluk. The river Rupnarayan is very well known in Tamaluk, and Pichalata was situated on the bank of the Rupnarayan river. दिन कत रहा संधि करी तार स्थाने तबे सुखे नौकाते करे बेगमाने. Maharaj Prataparudra's government officer further informed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he should stay at the Odisha border for some days so that a peaceful agreement could be negotiated with the Muslim governor. In that way, the Lord would be able to cross the river peacefully in a boat. See, these problems have been there since Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time. सही काले से जौवनेर एक अनुचार उड़िया कटके आइला करे वेशंतर. At that time, a follower of the Muslim governor arrived at the Odisha encampment, dressed in disguise. प्रभु से अद्भुत चरित्र देखिया हिंदू चर कहे से यवन पाश गिया. एक सन्यासी आइला जगन्नाथ हाइते अनेक सिद्ध पुरुष है ताहार सहिते. The Muslim spy saw the wonderful characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when he returned to the Muslim governor, he told him, a mendicant has come from Jagannath Puri with many liberated persons. निरंतर करे सबे कृष्ण संकीर्तन सबे हासे नाचे गाए करे क्रंदन. All these saintly people incessantly chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and they all laugh, dance, chant, and cry. लक्ष लक्ष लोक ऐसे ताहा देखी बारे तारे देखी पुनरपि आइते नारे घरे. Many millions upon millions of people come to see him, and after they see him, they cannot return home. Say sab lok hai bole praye Krishna kahi nache kande gada gadi yaye. All these people become like madmen. They simply chant the holy names of Krishna and dance. Sometimes they even cry and roll on the ground. Kahi bar katha nahe dekile sajani Tahara prabhave tare Ishwar karimani. Actually, these things cannot be described. One can understand them only by seeing. By his influence, I accept him as a supreme personality of Godhead. Ete kahi sahi char Hari Krishna gaye, hase kande nache gaye, baulera praye. After saying this, the messenger began to chant the holy names of Hari and Krishna. He also began to laugh and cry, dance and sing exactly like a madman. Just see the messenger, he only saw Mahaprabhu and his devotees. And he also began to chant and laugh and dance, cry, everything is going on. Ete shuni yovanera man firi gela, apana vishwas udiya sthane pathaila. When the Muslim governor heard this, his mind changed. He then sent his secretary to the representative of the Odishan government. The word Vishwas refers to a secretary. This title is generally found among the highest caste in the Hindu community. In Bengal, the title Vishwas is still used by the Kayasthas. The word Vishwas means faith, and a Vishwasi is a person in whom one can place faith. Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur states that during the Muslim reign in Bengal, there was a secretary's office called the Vishwas Khana. In that office, only the most reliable people were employed. They were selected from the Kayast community, a community that is very expert in managing business and government affairs. So those who worked in the Vishwas Khana were generally very reliable and faithful servants. Whenever some confidential service was needed, these officers were employed. So this is what the Muslim governor did. He sent his secretary to negotiate. Vishwasasiya Prabhu Charana Vandila, Krishna Krishna Kahi Preme Vivala Haila. The secretary came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he offered his respects to the Lord's lotus feet and uttered the holy name of Lord Krishna, Krishna. He also was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Dharya haya udiya ke kahe namaskari, Thomas thane pathaila male chadikari. After calming down, the secretary offered his respects and informed the representative of the Odishan government, the Muslim governor has sent me here. Tumi yadi agya deha etha ke asiya, yavan adhikari ryaye prabhu ke miliya. If you agree, the Muslim governor will come here to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then return. बहुत उत्कंठा तार करिया छे विनाहे, तोमासने ei sandhi nahi yuddha bhaye. The Muslim governor is very eager, and he has submitted his petition with great respect. It is a proposal for peace. You need not fear that we will fight. Shuni Mahapatra kahe haya vismaye, Madhyapa yavanera chitta aichaki karai. Upon hearing this proposal, the representative of the Odishan government, the Mahapatra, was very much astonished. He thought, the Muslim governor is a drunkard who has changed his mind. Apane Mahaprabhu tar man firaila, darshan smarane yar jagat tarila. It must be Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself who has changed the Muslim's mind. Due to his presence and even due to his remembrance, the whole world is liberated. From this, we can understand that since the Muslim governor was a drunkard, Madhya, ordinarily there would have been no chance that he would change. But Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could turn anyone's mind to Krishna consciousness. One can be delivered from material existence simply by remembering Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's holy name or by visiting him. This Krishna consciousness movement is being spread throughout the world, but not even one Yavan or Malech addicted to drinking could have changed and accepted Krishna consciousness without Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace. People are often astonished to see many thousands of Westerners converted to Vaishnavism. Generally, Westerners are addicted to meat eating, drinking, gambling, and illicit sex. Therefore, their taking of Krishna consciousness is astonishing. In India, especially, there is much astonishment at this. The answer, however, is given here. Darshan smarne yar jagat tari. This change is made possible simply by the remembrance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Western devotees are very sincerely chanting the holy names of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta. By the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, people are being purified and their consciousness directed from Maya to Krishna. So this is Mahaprabhu's mercy, his grace. And not just, yes, Prabhupada transformed the hearts of so many people, but he is giving the credit to Mahaprabhu that only by his mercy it was possible. And not just drunkards. When Prabhupada came, they were hippies. Hippies, as Prabhupada mentioned one time, means they are just different people. They would take drugs, heavy-duty drugs, and do all sorts of nonsense things every day. And Prabhupada really transformed their hearts. And still he's doing that through his books. And obviously it's Mahaprabhu's mercy that these transformations are happening. Ete bali vishwaser kahila vachan, bhagyatar asi karu prabhu darshan. After thinking this, the Mahapatra immediately informed the secretary. It's a great fortune for your governor. Let him come visit Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Pratit kariye yadi nirastrahayam asi beka pancha sat britya sangelan. However, let me make it understood that he should come here without weapons. He may bring with him 5 or 7 servants. Vishwasiyaya tahare sakala kahila. Hindu vesh dhari se yavana aila. The secretary returned to the Muslim governor and informed him of the news, dressing himself like a Hindu. The Muslim governor then came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dura haite prabhu te ki bhume te padiya, dandavat kare ashru pulakitahaya. Upon seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from a distant place, the Muslim governor fell to the ground and offered obeisances. Tears came to his eyes and he was jubilant with ecstatic emotions. Mahapatra anil tare kariya samana, joda hate prabhu aage laye Krishna naam. Arriving in that way, the Muslim governor was respectfully brought before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by the Mahapatra. The governor then stood before the Lord with folded hands and he chanted the holy name of Krishna. Adham yavan kule kena janma haila, vidhi more Hindu kule kena na janmeila. The governor then submissively asked, why was I born in a Muslim family? This is considered a low birth. Why didn't Supreme Providence grant me a birth in a Hindu family? Hindu haile paitama, tomara charana sanidhana, vyartha more hi deha yauka parana. If I had taken birth in a Hindu family, it would have been easy for me to remain near your lotus feet. Since my body is now useless, let me die immediately. Can you believe? This is what the Muslim governor is saying. Ete shuni Mahapatra avishtahaya prabhu ke karen stuti charane dhari. Upon hearing the governor's submissive statement, the Mahapatra was overwhelmed with joy. He clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and began to offer the following prayers. Chandala Pavitra Jar Shri Nam Shravane Hina Tomar E Jiva Paila Darshan. Simply by hearing your holy name, a Chandal, the lowest of men, can be purified. Now this conditioned soul has received a personal interview. Ehariye ei gati ithe ki vismay, tomare darshan prabhav ei mat hai. It is no wonder that this Muslim governor has attained such results. Simply by seeing you, all this is possible. Yan namadheya shravananu kirtanad yat pravanad yat smaranad api kvachit shvado api sadhya savanaya kalpate kuta punaste bhagavanu darshana. To say nothing of the spiritual advancement of persons who see the Supreme Person face to face. Even a person born in a family of dog-eaters becomes immediately eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices if he once utters the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or chants about him, hears about his pastimes, offers him obeisances, or even remembers him. So if he once utters the holy name of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. According to this verse, it doesn't matter what position a person holds. One may be the lowest of the low, or Chandan, or dog eater, but if he takes to chanting and hearing the holy name of the Lord, he is immediately eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices. This is especially true in this age of Kali. So further, Prabhupada glorifies the holy name. Finally, Prabhupada said, those who find fault in the Western Vaishnavas should consider this statement from Srimad Bhagavatam and the commentary on this verse by Srila Jiva Goswami. In this regard, Srila Jiva Goswami has stated that to become a Brahman, one has to wait for purification and undergo the sacred thread ceremony. But a chanter of the holy name does not have to wait for the sacred thread ceremony. We do not allow devotees to perform sacrifices until they are properly initiated in the sacred thread ceremony. Yet, according to this verse, an offenseless chanter of the holy name is already fit to perform a fire ceremony, even though he is not doubly initiated by the sacred thread ceremony. This is the verdict given by Devahuti, the mother of Lord Kapila Deva. तबे महाप्रभु तारे कृपा दृष्टि करे आश्वासिया कहे तुम्हें कहा कृष्ण हरि. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then glanced with mercy at the Muslim governor, giving him assurance. He asked him to chant the holy names Krishna and Hari. It is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy that he advises everyone, even Chandals, Malechas, and Yavans, to chant the holy names of Krishna. In other words, one who has taken to chanting the holy names, Krishna and Hari, has already received Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. The Lord's request to chant the holy names of Krishna is now extended to everyone in the world through the Krishna consciousness movement. Whoever follows Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions will certainly be purified, and one who sincerely chants the holy name offenselessly is already more than a Brahman. Unfortunately, there are many fools and rascals in India who do not allow Western Vaishnavas to enter certain temples. Such rascals do not clearly understand the Vedas. Well, yeah, some temples have these restrictions. So, of course, Prabhupada called them fools and rascals, not us. Sei kahe more yadi kaila angikara, eka agya deha seva kariye tomam. The Muslim governor then said, since you have so kindly accepted me, please give me some order so that I can render you some service. If one is purified by following Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's orders, that is, by chanting the holy names of Krishna, one must certainly be eager to render service to the Lord. This is the test. When one engages enthusiastically in the Lord's service, it is to be understood that he is reaping the results of chanting the names of Krishna and Hari. Go Brahman Vaishnava Hinsa Karyachi Apar, Sei Papa Haite Mora, Avoka Nistara. The Muslim governor then prayed for liberation from the unlimited sinful reactions he had previously incurred by being envious of Brahmins and Vaishnavas and killing cows. See, his heart has already changed. By chanting the holy names Krishna and Hari, one is certainly liberated from the reactions to such sinful activities as killing cows or insulting Brahmins and Vaishnavas. It is most sinful to kill cows and insult Brahmins and Vaishnavas. The karma incurred by such activity is very great, but one can immediately nullify all this karma by surrendering to Lord Krishna and chanting his holy names. After being released from one's sinful reactions, one becomes eager to serve the Lord. This is the test. Since the Muslim governor was immediately purified in the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he could utter the names of Krishna and Hari. Consequently, he was eager to render some service, and the Lord, eager to fulfill his desires, immediately had the devotee Mukundatta inform the governor that there was some service to render. तवे मुकुंद दत्त कहे सुन महाशय गंगा तीरे जाते महाप्रभुर मन हाय. Mukund Datta then told the Muslim governor, "My dear sir, please hear. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wishes to go to the bank of the Ganga. Taha yaite kar tumi sahaye prakar, ei bada aage ei bada upakara. Please give him all assistance so that he can go there. This is your first great order. And if you can comply, you will render a great service." Tabe sai Mahaprabhu charan vandi, sabar charan vandi, chale hrishtanaye. After this, the Muslim governor offered prayers to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as well as to the lotus feet of all his devotees. After that, the governor departed. Indeed, he was very pleased. Mahapatra Tarasane Kaila Kolakuli Aneka Samagri Diya Karela Mitali. Before the governor left, the Mahapatra embraced him and offered him many gifts. He thus established a friendship with him. Prata Kale Sai Bahu Nauka Sajaye Prabhu Ke Anite Dila Vishwasa Pathaye. The next morning, the governor sent his secretary with many nicely decorated boats to bring Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the other side of the river. Mahapatra Chali Aila Mahaprabhu Sane Male Chasi Kaila Prabhu Charana Vandan. The Mahapatra crossed the river with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when they reached the other shore, the Muslim governor personally received the Lord and worshipped his lotus feet. एक नवीन नौका तार मध्य घारा स्वगणे चढ़ाइला प्रभु ताहारा उपारा. One of the boats had been newly constructed and it had a room in the middle. It was on this boat that they put Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. Mahapatre Mahaprabhu Kari lavidaye Tandite Tandite Sahi Tire Rahi Jaye. Finally, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to the Mahapatra. Standing on the river bank and looking at the boat, the Mahapatra began to cry. Jal dasyu bhai yei yavan chalina, dashan noka bhari bahu sanya sanganina. The Muslim governor then personally accompanied Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because of pirates. The governor took 10 boats full of many soldiers. So there were pirates in the sea. Mantreshwara dushta nade parakar aina Pichalada paryanta seyavana aina. The Muslim governor accompanied Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu past Mantreshwar This place was very dangerous to the pirates. He took the Lord to a place named Pichalada, which was near Mantreshwar. The very wide mouth of the Ganga near present-day Diamond Harbour was called Mantreshwar. Through the Ganga, the boat entered the Rupnarayan River and reached the village of Pichalada. Pichalada and Mantreshwar are located very close together. After passing Mantreshwar, the Muslim governor accompanied the Lord as far as Pichalda. तारे विदाय दिला प्रभु से ग्राम हाइते से काले तारे प्रेम चेष्टन parivarnite. Finally, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade the governor farewell. The intense, ecstatic love exhibited by the governor cannot be described. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to the Muslim governor at Pichalda. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami herein states that the governor experienced symptoms of ecstatic love due to being separated from Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These symptoms, he admits, cannot be described. Okay, I guess we can stop here. See anybody has any questions or comments. Okay, you all have safe and wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Ram.